Magandang umaga po muli sa inyong lahat. Magandang tanghali, magandang hapon for those in other time zones. Again, we are not separated by distance. Distance does not exist between us. And it doesn't matter what time it is right now. We are one at this very moment. On diary entry number 838, it says here, I marvel at how many humiliations and sufferings that priest accepts in this whole matter. I see this at particular times and I support him with my unworthy prayers. Only God can give one such courage. Otherwise, one would give up. But I see with joy that all these adversities contribute to God's greater glory. The Lord has few such souls. Namamangha ako kung gaano kadaming panghihiya at pagdurusa ang napala ng paring ito. Kaugnay sa usapin ito. Nakikita ko ito sa ilang mga pagkakataon at tinutulungan ko siya sa pamamagitan ng aking abang mga panalangin. Ang Diyos lamang makapagbibigay ng ganitong lakas ng kalooban. Kung hindi, malamang ay sumuko na siya. Ngunit nakikita ko na ang lahat ng mga ganitong paghihirap ay nakapag-aambag sa kaluwalhatian ng Diyos. Ilan lamang ang ganitong mga kaluluwa. Okay, we will be dividing their 838 into subsections. So we are on the first part. The priest mentioned here, o yung tinutukoy na pari sa entry na ito ay of course none other than Blessed Michael Sopoćko, the former Father Michael Sopoćko, sapagkat pumanaw na siya. Siya yung spiritual director ni Sister Faustina na nakita lang niya pamagitan ng panalangin ng vision, ng isang vision. Siya yung tinutukoy na visible help ng ating Panginoon when He said that, I will give you visible help while on earth, the visible help is none other than Father Michael Sopoćko. Itong pari ding ito ang nagsubject kay Faustina sa psychiatric test. No? Because when Faustina was telling him so many things about her experiences with the Divine Mercy, nagtaka ngayon ang pare. And so she was subjected to psychiatric test, which yielded negative results. So, kung makita ni Father Michael na okay naman si Faustina, mental health niya okay naman, then he proceeded with the spiritual directorship. Ibig sabihin, she took care of Faustina while she was in the process of pagtanggap ng mga messages and of course, pag-implement, execution of the tasks that the Lord Jesus gave Faustina. For instance, yung pagpipinta ng imahe because Faustina could not paint. Pangalawa, hindi naman siya nakakalabas. She has no contact to the outside world. It was Father Michael who looked for the painter in the person of Eugene Kazimierowski. So, bakit sinasabi dito? Nakita ni Faustina yung suffering ni Father Michael. She saw it. She has a vision. Nalungkot siya doon. And then the only thing that she can do for this priest is to pray for him. Kasi kailangan yun, Kung si Faustina, dumaan din siya sa matinding paghihirap para lang sa pagpapalaganap ng Divine Mercy Devotion, ang kanyang spiritual director, ganun din. At mas mahaba actually ang pinaghirap niya kasi Faustina died at the age of 33 while si Father Sopoćko, let's see, no? Okay, si Father Michael He was born in 1888. So imagine before the 19th century. Ito, he was uh, in 1975. So imagine niyo ang tagal niya, 'di ba? So he lived for more than 80. I think kasi 1888 pa siya and then 1975 I was already ilang taon na ba ako niyan? So ano na ako nito? I think grade 2. So this is Father Michael. The Blessed, actually, he was already beatified in 2008. So this is Father Michael Soposco. So when Faustina died in 1938, sumulpot yung digmaan, ikalawang digmaan. But before or prior to the war, yung suffering si Father Michael Soposco, unang-una, he was the one who lobbied, no? Inilabid niya yung devotion sa, of course, sa Vatican. He fought for it. So, siyempre, haharapin niya dyan yung mga bishops and then the Pope. So he was the one responsible in making sure that this devotion would reach the Vatican. Kasi unang-una, siyempre, kung i-venerate ng image, kailangan siyempre niya ng hierarchical approval, no? So, may specific department yan sa Vatican who would approve that and of course with final say from the Pope. Ganun din yung Feast of Mercy, no? Para maaprubahan ito, someone has to defend this at the Vatican, at the center of our faith. So, though it was John Paul II who approved the feast day or the Feast of Mercy, prior to that, syempre, may mga lobbying na sila, Father Michael dyan. And he suffered from all those lobbying work kasi syempre, hindi yan pinaniwalaan. So maraming mga pinagtalunan and he just had to continue on writing about all those things about the Divine Mercy. So pangalawang suffering niya yung because he experienced World War II, naranasan niya being hunted, no? Talagang inaano siya, persecuted by the government, no? By the military. Kinailangan niyang humbarin yung abito niya kasi syempre kung suot-suot na yan, madali yan, ma-identify. So, nagtago yan, no? Kumbaga sa atin, namundok. Literally, namundok siya, no? Nagtago siya sa isang kagubatan o kung saan located yung house, the congregation of the Ursuline sisters. So, kinupkup siya ng mga Ursulines. At ilang beses siyang no, taguan sa Gestapo. Ito yung police, no, na tumutuligsa at nanghuhuli sa mga tao in the religious life. So, noong mga panahon na yon, kinailangan hindi lang si Father Michael actually, kundi yung lahat ng mga religious, yung mga pare, no, mga madre, because this is the communist government, no, wala naman Diyos yung mga yan. Kaya ito yung kaya ito yun, no, kung makikita nyo yung pinaghirap ng ating mga kapatid ng mga panahon na yun ng World War II, no. Walang-wala sa paghihirap natin ngayon. Kapag tayo ay pinapagalitan ng pare, walang-wala yan sa paghihirap nila noon. Kapag tayo ay may mga nagiging problema, walang-wala, no? Kasi sila talagang at stake yung buhay nila. Kinailangan nilang i-risk, no, yung kanilang buhay para lamang ipagtanggol ang ating pananampalataya. So, Father Michael suffered a lot before and after the war. Nung inilalaban nila yung when they were lobbying the Divine Mercy Devotion to be recognized, the image, the Feast of Mercy, all those things about the Divine Mercy Devotion. And then, during the war, hindi naman siya, ano, no, hindi siya na chamber, no, yung, iba ng mga time na yun, yung mga Jews, no, dinadala yan sa chamber, tapos doon, sinusunog sila doon ng buhay. Hindi naman niya yan naranasan, but all those years, no, ang dami-dami niyang sufferings, hindi natin mababanggit dito lahat, but Father Michael was really yung sufferings din niya hindi din matatawaran because of the Divine Mercy devotion. Kung wala din siya, wala din tayo. Wala rin ang devotion natin because he was the one who pushed this up to the highest level of the church hierarchy para kilalanin, no? To recognize the devotion. And so, sabi nga ni Faustina, wala siyang maiaalay sa taong ito, kundi yung kanyang pananalangin. Sabi nga niya, kukunti lang mga gantong kaluluwa. Sino ba naman ang tatanggap ng mga gantong persecution, no? Kukunti lang. Siyempre, parang kahit nga sa pamilya, pag nakikitang naghihirap ka na, umalis ka na nga dyan, ano? Your family will never support you when you are under fire. Ibig sabihin, di nila maiintindihan why you have to suffer and they would just simply say, get out of that. Walang may dudulot na mabuti sa'yo yan. Ganun ang sasabihin ng pamilya natin. But we have to go on. We need to really change people to be with. No? Yung sirkulo ng ating mga makakasama kasi ordinary creatures would not understand what these people are doing. And so yun, these people are very special to God. Sabi nga niya, kukonti ang mga gatong kaluluwa. And the prayers of Faustina, alam niyo minsan, di lang nabanggit ni Faustina kung ano yung sufferings ni Father Michael. There was one time, sabi ni Faustina, ibigay mo na lang sa akin yung paghihirap. No? And so immediately, Faustina suffered. No? May mga naranasan sa katawan niya, physical pain and then also in the soul. Just to ease the pain that Father Michael was experiencing at that moment. No? So isa yon sa ginagawa ni Faustina, yung instead of this person suffering, she would take on the suffering para hindi maghirap yung taong yan. But then, hindi pa rin siya pwedeng makaligtas. He still needs to suffer for the glory of God. At yun nga ang napala, no, ni Father Michael. Nasa proseso na siya ng canonization. He is now the Blessed Father sa Posco, and who knows, baka in a few years ay maging Saint Michael sa Posco na siya. The one of the personalities who has a very great contribution in our devotion. So always remember Father Michael. Hindi lang si Faustina. No? That's why we are always quoting the diary from the diary of Saint Faustina kasi Faustina also played a part in the devotion. Hindi katulad dun sa Sacred Heart, no? Na wala na yung naging instrument in the propagation of the Sacred Heart of Jesus. Pero dito, we are really trying our best, no, to propagate also these saints because if not of these saints, wala tayong devotion sa Divine Mercy. So, balik natin doon sa 838. So, yan. Only God can give one such courage. Ang Panginoon lang makapagbibigay ng ganong katapangan, ng kalakasan ng loob. Otherwise, kung ikaw ang binigyan yan, no, at wala ang Diyos, magi-give up ka. You would easily give up. But because God is with Father Michael, he was able to pass all those tests for the glory of God.